It's a great time to be a fan of video games, as with Black Ops Cold War on the horizon, we also have the next generation of console, the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. And in this video, we are going to be diving into everything different with the next gen version to the PS4 and Xbox One version. As beyond the graphical upgrade, there is actually a completely different gameplay experience here on PS5. So we're going to be talking all about that and how it'll affect multiplayer, zombies, Warzone. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because from now until the release in November, we're going to have so much content here on the channel so often you won't want to miss out. And if you want a PS5 or Xbox Series X, let me know by dropping a like on the video. Now, one of the biggest talking points about this game is that it is a cross-generational cross-play game, meaning you can party up with your friends no matter what platform they choose across current gen, next gen, or PC on all modes, which when you think about it is really impressive. Now, on the technology front, the team at Treyarch has pushed the limits of in-game visual quality through photogrammetry captured environments and characters, photometric lighting, and a high dynamic range 4K experience on next-gen consoles and PC. On record, they've stated that the PS5 version will be a true 4K experience. That means they're not upscaling a lower resolution, it will be a native 4K resolution. And on top of that, you can expect 120Hz support for reduced input latency and a smoother gameplay experience, meaning that the game's frame rate could be unlocked to up to 120 frames per second on PS5, which is something you can only experience on PC right now. And on top of that, there is hardware-based ray tracing for more realistic lighting and shadow effects. Now, we're about to dive even deeper with the PS5 specific features, but before that, take a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I see you there. Clearly a person of culture to be watching this video. Now, I know after this video, you're probably going to play some video games, but you haven't quite been able to make your mind up on that. Well, I might be able to help you out here, as today's video is sponsored by War Thunder. War Thunder is a military vehicle combat game where you can play more than 1,500 historically accurate tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. Just look at how epic these battles can be. And did I mention it is absolutely free to play on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And it's also cross-platform between PC and console. No purchase necessary, simply download the game and play right away. Now, as someone who's incredibly interested in historic battles, this game has it all, with 80+ major battlefields from World War II to the end of the Cold War. I could honestly spend hours just flying around in planes in this game, but I've got to make sure I'm taking out the competition. And we love supporting sponsors here on the channel since they've supported us, so I invite you all to try out the game yourself by registering using the link in this video's description. It's absolutely free after all, so what have you got to lose? And since I love hooking you up, I've also got you guys some free bonuses for registering, with a premium tank, aircraft, or ship, and a free day account boost. Try War Thunder out today for your next gaming fix, and let's get back to the video. But not only that, Black Ops Cold War will take full advantage of the PS5's specific features such as 3D audio and haptic feedback in the DualSense controller. Now, during the Cold War MP reveal stream, the presenters actually broke down and explained exactly how different Cold War will be on PS5 using those specific features, so let's take a look.
A lot of people are also wondering how Black Ops Cold War will take advantage of the next-gen consoles, and specifically the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, right, and so new console years are always super exciting because devs can bring fans these awesome experiences in all their glory by using the power of these new consoles. Treyarch and crew are focused on taking advantage of 5 key features for Black Ops fans. First off is higher refresh rate. Cold War can take advantage of the PS5's ability to run at 120 Hz. So if you've got a display that's 120 Hz capable, as a player, that's going to translate into cut down input lag, which is going to give you a really smooth gameplay experience.
I like the sound of that, Jess, and I know resolution is always a big one for players too. Maxing out the 2 gives you this super clear, smooth image that creates an edge of multiplayer. The Treyarch crew is leveraging the additional memory that the PS5 provides so the team can build true 4K gameplay.
Yeah, and to make everything look that much better, the team are tapping into the ray tracing tech available for PS5. This is all about creating the most realistic lighting and effects. Treyarch is using ray tracing with their photogrammetry captured environments and characters, which is when you digitally scan an object in the real world and recreate it nearly perfectly in-game, and combines it with what's called a photometric lighting system. Basically, you end up with this absolutely beautiful HDR 4K experience on the PS5 with some of the most realistic looking environments yet.
Yeah, that all sounds awesome, Jess, but sound and feel are also just as important in the multiplayer experience, especially in a game like COD.
Yeah, good call. And Cold War will take advantage of both 3D audio and haptic feedback. Cold War takes advantage of PS5 tech that allows them to create true 3D audio. Ooh. This creates a sound image in front of, behind, below, and above you. In multiplayer, you're gonna get the most advanced directional feedback from your environment. So weapons will sound differently based on the point of origin, footstep direction and distance are gonna be super clear. You guys get the picture. It's all designed to help you know where your enemies are within a 3D sound space. And to help translate all of that into literal feel, Cold War multiplayer uses every bit of the haptic feedback systems in the new DualSense controller. So the vibrations and the triggers are more advanced than they've ever been in terms of telling you exactly what's happening with the weapon in your hands or the vehicle you're driving when you play.
It's fair to say the experience you're going to get on this game on PS5 is going to be drastically different. So let's jump into the specifics on this 3D audio. They touched on it a little bit, but what they didn't explain is that there is a new threat priority audio system in the game that dynamically assigns higher priorities to direct threats during a firefight, so you'll always hear what you need to be successful. Shots are louder and sound different when an enemy is firing towards you. Directional footsteps help determine the proximity and position of your enemies above, below, and around, with directional bullet cracks and bullet impacts letting you know where the highest threats are located. And improved occlusion provides more detail about the direction and distance of events all around you. Combining that with the new 3D audio features on the PS5, it's going to allow you to more clearly communicate where the danger is coming from at all times. In a game where sound can sometimes mean all the difference between victory and defeat, you will have every bit of information that you need to win based on your awareness, map knowledge, and talent. And that is just for multiplayer alone. What they could do to zombies with this new audio system and the 3D audio in the PS5 could create a zombies atmosphere unlike any we've had yet in Treyarch Zombies. It already looks pretty frightening from a horror aspect, but combining that with the sounds of being able to hear zombies from a far distance, groans from underneath you, above you, this is next level immersion. Combining that with the new haptic feedback triggers on the PS5 controller, which will make you really feel like you're holding a weapon. Not only in multiplayer will that be invaluable and also a much more realistic feel, when it comes to zombies, we have a plethora of supernatural weapons. Like, zombies is always known for its wonder weapons and its weirdness, and we could even go as far as when we throw the monkey bomb with the haptic feedback. When it comes to actions like twisting the cog on the monkey bomb, we can actually feel that through the controller before our character throws it. And if it wasn't obvious enough, with the PS5 SSDs, these levels are going to load incredibly quickly. And that's really impressive when you consider that a new contour terrain building toolset was developed for this game to allow for larger and more immersive play spaces for their all-new multiplayer experiences. They started the tools and processes for procedurally building large open maps in natural spaces, first seen in Blackout, and expanded it to make things faster, more powerful, and more detailed. Bigger and more expansive environments for their fire team mode required moving beyond fixed size worlds, and to unleash the full potential of these larger play spaces, they broke the world into multiple interactive districts that seamlessly transition to accurate background vignettes, allowing for a wider variety of unique map designs. I'm just really excited for this game, and I know that this game on next gen is going to be a really special experience. And if you're watching this going, oh my god, why have you just spoken about the PS5 and not the Xbox Series X? Well, that will also benefit from all the benefits we've spoken about in this video, but the specifics with the controller and the 3D audio, that is a PlayStation 5 thing. And we know the Xbox Series X and S is releasing on November 10th, 3 days before the release of Cold War, so that next gen Black Ops Cold War experience can be enjoyed on day one on the Xbox. We don't know exactly when the PS5 is releasing, but when we do, I'll be sure to make a video keeping you guys all in the know. Thank you again to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. We love supporting sponsors here on the channel, so try out the game for free on PC, PS4 and Xbox One by registering in the link below, and happy gaming.